Welcome to WinSouls TV. This is your host, Jeffrey Thomas. So we're just going to jump right on into it, guys. So the last time that we talked, and by the way, happy Black Friday, folks. I hope nobody trampled all over you at Walmart. You know, I hope you weren't getting crip walked all over in the middle of the Walmart showroom. You know what I'm saying? Over there by the TVs. You know, I hope nobody was jumping through the sky, elbowing you in the nose while you were grabbing a TV. Now, let's jump right on into the lesson. So, basically, let's just piggyback off of the last lesson, which was how attitude is everything. So, as Christians, we have the responsibility, great responsibility, of speaking life into every situation. Why? Because the Lord lives on the inside of us. The word is constantly in motion. Our words have power, especially our words, because we have God living on the inside of us. But, you know, a lot of the times we'll notice that the people around us, if you ever ask them how they're doing or what's going on in their life, they're only focusing on the negative things. And if you ask them what's one of the highlights of your day, they can't think of anything positive that has happened throughout their day other than just waking up in the morning. And so with that, we want to speak life into every situation, but it begins with us internally. We are surrounded by negativity everywhere that we go. So what we want to do is we want to cause an implosion, which is nurturing our mind and our imagination and putting it into submission to only focus on the positive things of life, to only focus on God, to only focus on speaking positive things into specific situations, because that is speaking life. That is speaking life. But literally speaking death would be speaking something negative, or because that is basically a curse. You're cursing someone every single time that you are saying something negative about them. So we don't want to do that. We want to speak positive things. And so on this specific lesson, I want to give you a few blueprints on some common negative things that we have said about ourselves and about, other people and throughout conversations that we've had. And next time you are about to open up your mouth with considering the things that you're about to say, adjust your speech and watch the outcome of not only you, but the whole entire conversation. Well, I will be coming out of a specific book that helped me years and years ago with controlling my thought life. And it is called Freedom from Fear by Mark Madison. So, these are the things that this is the type of speech that we want to eliminate in our life. I am sick, or I'm tired. We want to replace that with I feel great, simply because that attracts optimism, right? The other one repels optimism. We want to get rid of I hate. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you say I hate something, it's almost as if you receive that same amount of hate back. You see what I'm saying? But if you say I love something, it affirms your positive ideas. See what I mean? Okay, instead of saying but in a conversation. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and they're just like, man, you know what? You are amazing. But, and then you already know something negative is going to follow that. Instead of saying but, say and. Don't say I'll try to do something. Say I'll intend to do something. When you say you'll try, it's creating an opening that's more so susceptible to failure. But if you say I intend to, then you are literally looking for the positive outcome with whatever it is that you are venturing into. Don't say I wish I had this, or I need this, or I want that. That implies a lack of something in your life, right? Instead, say it will be great when I get this, or it'll be great when I have that, or it'll be great when I get to this point. Why do I say that? Because that implies a positive expectation, and also it is almost as if you are creating a goal for yourself to work toward and bring the Lord into that situation and allow him to guide you toward that expectation and the thing that you are asking him that is a need in your life. Never say never or always. These things are always absolutes. Don't speak in absolutes unless it is absolutely necessary. If you are closing the door to somebody that is pulling you away from the Lord, I would definitely speak in absolutes. I don't deal with individuals like that. I keep them away from me. I'm very protective over my atmosphere. But otherwise, I would say, instead of saying never or always, say sometimes. Sometimes. It just works much better. Instead of saying you should do something, say, have you ever considered? Because when you tell somebody that you should be doing this, then they feel judged. But if you say, have you ever considered, it's a question that allows them to come to a specific conclusion in terms of what they need to be doing versus you directly just telling them, and that puts up a barrier and people get defensive off of that. Instead of telling someone to be careful, which is more so a warning, you can say, be safe, I trust you, which literally is a blessing in that person's life versus a warning. So these are a few things that will literally help you. And those are very common things that people say. Now you can literally listen to the conversation and you can always pinpoint where these individuals are in their life. Do they always speak in terms of the lack in their life? Do they always speak something negative? Do they always speak in absolutes? You can pay attention and then you can speak life into the situation. And then when somebody asks you how you're doing, don't just only say, oh, I feel great. Tell them you feel spectacular. Tell them if you had a twin, they couldn't possibly be feeling better than you feel. Tell them you feel off the charts. It don't get too much better than this. You guys be blessed and let me know down below how those things work for you. Have a good one.